Good morning. It is 9:14 on Thursday, May 23rd. Where is the microphone? Okay, that's not going to do. Technical difficulties, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, that seems good. Alright. Yeah. Thursday, May 23rd, 9:15 a.m. Got a 26-mile day ahead of us, which for those keeping track is a marathon, I think. So it'll be our second marathon in 2 days. Not that it really matters. Ain't got nothing else to do out here. Might as well take it all the way. So, yeah, we're pushing to Front Royal today. There's some, not disagreement, but there's some ambiguity as to whether or not we're going to be staying in Front Royal. Forrest said her vote was for it. And I think Pooh Bear and I will also be voting to stay in town unless Compton has some explicable reason why he doesn't seem to want to. He's kind of, the way he expresses desires, or the antithesis of a desire, is to just start suggesting that it could be a possibility. He'll be like, hey, we could go to this brewery at mile 846 or whatever. And he'll just keep saying that over and over until we decide whether to go or not to go. And similarly, this morning he was like, hey, we don't have to stay in Front Royal. We could just keep pushing forward. So it's pretty apparent to me, and probably everybody else, that he doesn't want to, but there's no discernible reason yet. So we're not sure about that, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. We're all separate right now. It's just kind of unfortunate considering we don't really know what the plan is. But suffice it to say, we need to figure out something, because best case scenario, we're going to be getting to the road into Front Royal at 5. It's 3.5 miles to get into town from there, so we'll have to hitch most likely, unless we want to do some walking. And we're aiming for a Thai food restaurant, so probably won't get there till, I don't know, probably before 6. So if we eat, maybe that'll be another hour, and then we'll have to resupply. So it's looking like we won't be even ready to get back on trail until 8:30 or 9. So it'll be dark. And then I think the first place we could get to today is like 3.5 miles away. So another hour, so we get to camp at 10:30 or so. Not sure about all that. But in any case, that's sort of what we've got going on. That's one possibility. Or we stay, could resupply in the morning and head out. Either option is perfectly fine, but it's best if we all get on the same page. But yeah, we're leaving the Shenandoahs today, and that's great. It's going to be, I guess, 3 days, 4 nights, three, well, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4 nights, 5 days, I guess. Yeah, in and out, 101 miles, not looking back. As you heard yesterday, I saw a bear cross right in front of me, and it seems like everyone else saw the same bear. So that bear was stalking that hut, that shelter. So I'm guessing the people sleeping there didn't sleep all that well, because that bear was definitely waiting for an opportunity to go back and nose around a bit. But anyway, we all got into camp last night successfully. It was Pooh Bear and I together for the last bit of it, and Forrest was already there. She'd put her tent up and actually showed up right when she was starting to cook, and she needed a lighter, so that was perfect timing. Handed her a lighter, and Pooh Bear and I set up. I had a bunch of chores to do when I got in last night. I wanted to go wash my legs and arms and chest off and face with some water. I wanted to filter water. Oh fuck. What the hell? Trekking pole just got stuck in a piece of wood. Wanted to go to the privy, sort of clean up my areas before bed, and it just seemed like a bunch of work, and it wasn't the best sleep I've ever had. It was more restful than the previous night, but I certainly, I don't know, I think I was slightly on a slant. There were rocks. I didn't wake up a lot, but I think I was a little bit dehydrated last night when I got into camp. I didn't have any more water, so I didn't drink anything from like the time I got in at camp, which is like 8:30, 8:40, until almost 10, after 10, because I had to filter the water in order to drink it. So my stomach was all gurgly and stuff, and I was worried that I was going to get sick or something. But I just needed some water, drank some, dispelled a bit of gas, and then went to sleep. And my sleep system that I got going on now is a little bit better. I've got my Walmart spare socks, my long johns that I've made into short johns, my long sleeve thermal shirt, and then my down jacket. So I was comfortable enough last night, moving around and, staying warm. It has been a little chilly, and it was windy last night. The wind came sometime after we all went to bed, and just, the occasional gust. No one really seemed to hear anything last night. Pooh Bear said that he heard something heavy walking around. It sounded like a bear. I didn't hear that, so maybe he's joking my ass, as he would say. I thought I heard something banging against a metal something or another in my mind. I just pictured like a bear kind of pawing at the bear box. It's kind of what it sounded like. I don't know what time that was. But we all slept pretty well. We were unmolested, as they say. And this morning woke up a little after 7, hearing Compton getting ready to go. He was the first one to leave. He had to go pump some water. Then he headed out. I think it was definitely before 8 o'clock. I think he was out by 7:45 at the latest. And then Forrest went to filter some water, and she left. And then Pooh Bear went, and then he left. And I was like doing my chill thing, had some coffee, a decent breakfast, used the bathroom, filtered a little bit more water. And so I was the last one out at 8:20. And here I am. It's 9:21, so I've been out for an hour. So not exactly sure how far I've gone, but I'd say no less than 3 miles for sure. This morning I think I might have still been a little bit dehydrated. So I've been trying to drink water to make sure my body is in good shape. I should probably have a multivitamin if we stop. I think, typically on a day like this, a 26-mile day, we would have a pretty nice long, like maybe an hour lunch break. But if and when I catch up with everybody, I'm going to suggest that we just keep pushing to the road. Especially without a firm plan of what we're doing, it'll behoove us to not stop for that long. Oh shit, Pooh Bear's right in front of me. I wonder why he's caught up. I wonder how I caught up to him so fast. Wonder if he had a poop again out here. Haven't had any more ticks since the inundation of them the other day, which is great. And I've been monitoring the tick bite that I got on my hip under my underwear line, belt. What is it called? Underwear. What's it called? Underwear band, I guess. And it looks like tick bites I've had in the past. No bullseye, but sort of an itchy red spot. For some reason, certain tick bites in the past have taken a while to go away, and they've been sort of like a mosquito bite, really. But no bullseye. I don't have any kind of general feeling of malaise or fatigue. Je suis fatigué, as Snowbird would say. I am fatigued. Anyway, things are good. It's a nice day. No clouds, really. So the weather's holding out. Be nice to check the weather. Not really sure what we have in store this coming up week. I guess it's Thursday, so the week's almost over. It's crazy. I do think we'll be done by late July at this pace, and I really can only anticipate that we'll continue picking up the pace as well. There's talk about taking a zero in New York City, just to spend the day there. I think, we've talked about enjoying the city itself, but Compton was talking about maybe us going to Long Island, so that he could see his old sailing instructors, and we could probably stay at a bunkhouse there. So 2 possibilities there. Another zero at Forrest's house, northern Pennsylvania. And then we had talked about doing something on the 4th of July, but we've had so many nice things, so many nice Airbnb type stays. I'm not sure if I'll still be feeling that as much. I don't know. We'll see. All is well. I'm trying to catch up with Pooh Bear. If we can start to recoalesce and talk about plans and options for the evening, it'll be better once we finally meet up with Compton and Forrest. I think we'll probably all stop at some spring or something like that, have a bit of a combo. But yeah, my vote, probably stay in town, probably not have any more breaks that are like long anyway, and we'll get it done. It's only 1 hour into a long day. 10, 11, 12, 1, at least 7 more hours. So I'm gonna go back to listening to Alien Ant Farm. I was able to download another one of their albums yesterday, which has been great. It's been nice to diversify a little bit so that I don't have to just keep listening to the same album. So now I have Alien Ant Farm, True Ant, play on words. All their albums that I know of seem to be puns on the fact that their name is Alien Ant Farm. So it's TRUANT, True Ant. It's a good album, and I'm excited to become more familiar with it. So as I begin to go uphill, I'll go ahead and leave it there, and maybe get back to you later today. I'm sure the plans will materialize one way or another. And in fact, I remember an anecdote now. Used to have these friends, family friends, called the Chances. And I remember one day, we went to some, I don't even know where we were, some sort of beach with them. And I really wanted to spend the night at Jason's house, Jason Chance. And the adults, for some reason, they were not forthcoming with approval whether or not I could. And I was pretty upset about that because I wanted to do it and I wanted to be able to look forward to it. And I remember being in the water, I think submerged, with my eyes closed, just hearing my heartbeat in my ears as the pressure sort of overcame the majority of my body from the water. And I just remember feeling this feeling of even though I really want to know the answer to this question, it will be decided one way or another, because I either will go with them or I won't. So I had this weird feeling my anxiety about the decision somehow would play into the result. But I realized in that moment that it wasn't true, and I was just making myself feel that way, and it wasn't beneficial at all. So that's kind of how the situation is. And it also reminds me of another time when we were with some family friends, different family friends. I will withhold their names to protect anonymity. And I was trying to get the father of one of my friends to play with me in the water, and I guess I frustrated him or something, and he threw me away, picked me up and threw me. And I remember hitting the water and just like floating there. And I had this absolute feeling of rejection and like hatred of me. And it was interesting because it felt like the complete opposite of love. But even though it was a complete opposite of love, it kind of punched back through from the other side and felt good, you know, sort of a pain for pleasure type of thing. And I just remember feeling like so disconnected from the world as I floated there in the water. And I was young for both of these instances, both of these stories, less than 10 for sure, because I think they both occurred when I lived in Florida. A lot of water in Florida. And obviously I've sort of intellectualized the strong emotions that I felt, which were probably inarticulable at the time, but now I still remember them as good lessons, or at least interesting formative experiences where I felt something unique for the first time, a novel experience, as Terence McKenna would say. You only have to fear the experience if you believe it's possible to have death by astonishment. Anyway, catching up to Pooh Bear, so I'll leave it there for now. I'll talk to you later. This was a good clip, y'all. Bye.